the truth about Iman Gadzhi's The One Thing and how it changed my perspective on life. Many of you are probably much like me, wanting to start some sort of business or do something more with your life, but just can't quite figure out how. It is a terrible feeling wanting to improve your life, but just not knowing how to. I'm a 17-year-old kid, still in high school, and know what all of these things are like, and know that two people really helped me change my mindset. God and Iman, who were truly a very beneficial part and motivational part of my life. So, without further ado, let's get into how I came across him. It was a couple years ago when I first saw a YouTube video from Iman, and I thought to myself, how cool would it be to live the lifestyle that he is living and truly experience what it is to live such a luxurious lifestyle. Then, I went on researching and trying to figure out just how he got that successful and what it was that made him different from me and everyone else out there just like you. For those of you that don't know, he started out at a young age as well. At 14 years old, he started his journey, and by 17 years old, he was making a crap ton of money, more than me and you could probably ever imagine. I couldn't quite figure out how to start a business or really learn anything of value to me as a beginner who completely knew nothing about the business industry and what it was to pursue that kind of thing. And I was really struggling on understanding how to get past that roadblock. It really sucked because I wanted to change my life and start to do something with it that wasn't just go to school every day, but I couldn't pinpoint the exact solution for that. And although Iman is a good person to go to for some advice on what to do with a business, I just couldn't quite relate to the information he was giving because he was already so much more successful than I thought I could ever be, and he wasn't really getting onto the beginner's level where I was. So with that, I decided that I was just too young and too inexperienced to start a business or pursue any online career, and I just gave up. And decided that I would wait until I was older. This, however, was not the end of the story. It all changed when I started to watch Iman's videos again around roughly a year later, and he released something called Digital Launchpad, which is basically an online platform where you can learn high-value skills that you can use to start a business and scale it big time. This really changed my view on how the world works and just how easy it was to start a freelancing career even as a young adult like I was. Later that year, I saw a YouTube ad, and guess who it was? It was Iman, telling me about the one thing that all online really successful people are doing that is getting them rich, and he was saying that he was going to expose it all to us for free without selling us any courses at the end. And much like anyone else, I was like, yeah, I'm down with that, you know? And I joined it, and it just recently got over actually. And it had some really powerful stuff in it that made me realize that we all must be missing something. Because when I joined, I discovered a lot of new things that I hadn't quite understood before, like how creating a personal brand can truly just change your life, and how you can use that personal brand to influence people. So although you might feel like giving up, just keep going, persevere through those tough times, and never let your mind fool you into thinking that you're not good enough, because you are. That is how Iman did it, and it just goes to show how you too can do it as well, and how he documented it from the very beginning when he was a young adult and now a super successful person. You can truly just see how enough commitment and trusting the Lord can truly get you through anything. It also shows how you can scale absolutely nothing, very little as he had, to something amazing and something huge, and a community where you can influence people to do good things and learn. And now it is even easier to start a personal brand because of all the resources out there than even when he did it. So that speeds up the process exponentially, giving us no reason not to. And that is why I felt like I needed to start creating a personal brand as well. At first, I thought Iman was genuinely a really good person and trying to help, but I just didn't grasp all the information that he was getting out, because it felt like he was talking to a much more advanced audience, and I had no experience whatsoever, so I was kind of just lost. Then, as he realized that his content was more based on higher level people, and that what people actually wanted was more beginner stuff, he started to change his content, and this helped me a lot to actually understand what he was doing, because I just wasn't experienced enough, and I felt like people wouldn't take my age seriously and would just laugh at my face if they thought or saw that I was trying to do anything that wasn't just a basic high schooler being stupid. But Iman's story truly made me think and showed me how he did it and how I can surely do it too. And along the way, I also found many others who were just as successful as him doing similar things. So there's really too much evidence that it's possible to not at least try. By changing my mindset on this, I was finally able to commit my time to something productive and a high value skill to learn. The one I personally chose was copywriting, because writing copy is, you may not think it's fun, but it's kind of entertaining to see how you can influence people's decisions with just typing. And the freedom of copywriting is truly just a lot different from many other careers, because all you need is a computer and your brain, and mix them together, copy. Maybe with a little bit of AI in there too, you know? Although it may be hard for you to finally start and just commit to something, it's really not. All you have to do is just stay consistent and just show up whenever you don't want to, and eventually success will find you. Some things you want to avoid though are letting your mind trick you into thinking that you aren't good enough, or that you're not going to make it, and that you don't have enough time, and you're too young, and all the things that the mind tries to fool you with. You just have to throw it out the window and lock in. You may also feel that working a conventional job is just way easier and takes much less time, which that may be true for now, but in the long run, would you rather work the same boring ass job every single day? Or would you rather be a millionaire, or even just earning 6 figures a year doing something that you actually kind of enjoy, if not enjoy a lot? So you must push all of these thoughts away and just trust yourself and trust God. So what you must do next is find a skill to learn. Just pick one that you feel fits you best. You can use a platform like Digital Launchpad by Iman, or courses on The Real World by Andrew Tate, which is what I'm currently using because I found that it was more helpful for me. And then you work hard on that skill and never stop. You must trust that God is taking you in the direction that He intended you to. And if you don't believe in God, well, I highly suggest you should. You must also start accepting failure as an opportunity to learn from your mistakes, not as a reason to give up or a reason to quit, because that's not what failures are for. Failures are an opportunity for us to learn from our mistakes and come back harder and better next time. So you must place your priorities straight and find that opportunity that is lying right in front of you to finally excel at life and become the person you've always wanted to be. Thank you guys for staying to the end of the video, and until next time, I'll leave you with this Bible verse. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.